All right, guys, we are going to get right into it because this one's going to take a while. And I don't have that long. Oh, I gotta get it on the big screen here. Hold on. There it is. Okay. All right. Get my face shield. Hey, Pat. I'm going to attempt something today that I don't know if this is going to work. I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish it. I'm going to try it because I have other things I want to make later in the week. I'm trying to get center mass here. Hopefully this won't bounce too much. I'm going to attempt, so I got this, they called it a handheld leaf blower. It's not very big. It's battery powered and it has this nozzle. It doesn't really work very well. It's not very strong. And I've seen these things on the internet called the Cyclone that will boost the airflow using a Venturi. I wholeheartedly believe in Venturi, and we're going to try to make one. So I need to make a cone that fits over this end, and then it's going to cone down and then have a coupling that allows air to go in that would fit inside that end. So kind of a big thing to do in 45 minutes, but we're going to try it. It's not 11:30 already, is it? Oh, it is. Okay, so I'm starting. I got home late for lunch, so we'll go 45 minutes from now. All right. See what we can, see what I can get done in 45 minutes. That's not too bad. And this is a piece of black locust. If I had a black light, I would show you the black locust trick, which I'm sure you've seen before. Just smokes the TV. What does that mean? Are we connected? Just smokes the TV. Which way does it spin? Spins down against the tool rest. We are making a knockoff Cyclone for a leaf blower. I'm going to try to anyway. You want to try one? Harley, you want to try a Cyclone or a Woodturning? What state are you in, Cyclone? Guaranteed there's Cyclone, Harley. Guaranteed there's somebody close to you that does woodworking. You can go try it. So black locust, when you cut into it, it'll glow under a black light. I don't have a black light here right now. I wish I did. Maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll grab one, bring it to the workshop. All right, I'm gonna speed up a little bit, continue to make this round. Yeah, you got to try it. Locust with a T, like the plague in Egypt. Hey, Matthew. All right, got my 10 in. I'm gonna put it in the chuck. No, it's the at now instead of the name. Yeah, I heard someone else talking about it. The names all changed, and YouTube is changing how you show up in chats, which is probably unfortunate. I feel like they're going to get rid of the handles. I think that's the goal. I don't know. I don't know exactly. All right. So if you just tuned in, I'm going to try to make one of those Cyclone adapters for my leaf blower to get more air pressure because it's not very strong. All right. Now I can speed up a lot because I'm held in the chuck. We're going to go up to 2100. Find the black line. All right, we'll see. Let me get a good start on this and then we'll do that. All right. This is the inner diameter that I'm going for. So I think let's pick an outer diameter. That's too thin. Probably about there. We are almost there on the outer diameter. Okay. So what I'm gonna cut now, I'm gonna have a sleeve that hooks over. My camera mount's getting weaker and weaker. A sleeve about this deep, and then I'm gonna taper down. There is a calculation for this, for a nozzle. So basically what you're doing is increasing the pressure. The volume of air should stay the same, but the pressure should go up. This, I'm going to straighten this out. It's going to look like this. And then I'm going to come in with another collar up here. That'll overlap. And it'll pin to that. And then this nozzle will fit over this. And this will fit over the leaf blower. So that's what I'm aiming for. This part will be a separate piece. So right now we're just making this nozzle. Back in my aeronautical engineering days, I would have been able to calculate the best angle, but that was 40 years ago, so 35 years ago. So that's not going to happen, but we're just going to guess our best estimate. that is not going to help matters. Well, no, I was going to make it, yeah, that's all right. That'll work. That'll work. All right, this is looking pretty good. Now I need to drill a hole in the back end. This is where it starts to get a little sketchy, because usually cutting holes are... No, not doing this, doing engineering. I was I went to school for aeronautical engineering in 1989. I don't know what the math is on that. No, I've only been doing this since 2020. Safety glasses? Absolutely. I have safety glasses and a face shield. Don't ever do wood turning without your face shield. And I'm wearing sneakers. I'm not wearing sandals. But that's just so I don't step on wood shavings. Use my Forstner bits and get a hole started. This is where the time kind of starts to, time slows down. Although this black locust should be fairly easy to cut. It's very stringy. This is the face shield I wear. It's got the chin and the head guard. I would absolutely never turn without that. Oh, this isn't bad. Hardest part's going to be clearing out up here, but I think what we'll do is we'll get the one side cleared out and then turn it around. What do I do with the wood chips? Jeff, how long do you think that piece will last in your leaf blower? All right, we got some questions. My honey's handmade is in, and it's Steve, right? I am so bad with names. That wood piece will last in your leaf blower. I don't know. I don't even know if it'll work. I'm actually making this for a blower for my shop to blow the wood shavings. So hopefully it'll last a while. It's kind of just proof of concept, I guess. What do I do with all the wood shavings, wood chips? Typically I burn them. There's too many to use for anything useful. And you can't donate them because a lot of animals can't tolerate different kinds of wood shavings. What speed? I'm running at 500 RPM. You don't want to use Forstner bits faster than your slow speed. So 500 RPM. I adjust the speed all the time. I started out at 500 to do the outside of it. Ended up at 2100 to do the edge. Slowed it back down to 500 to cut the hole. See how deep I can get this one. So yeah, I'm constantly adjusting the speed. This is very wet too. Otherwise, I think it would cut better. Yeah, Steve, this one is mechanical. I don't have electronic speed control. All right, that's as far as we're gonna go with that. Let's take this off. I'm actually gonna take my end off. Speed back up and start cleaning out the middle. So I move the belt. There's it's a 5 pulley shiv, opposite on the spindle and the motor. So as you move it, you can kind of see on the top, this is the different speeds as you move it in and out. Oh, I never turned my light on. All right, that helps. All right. Let's see how quickly we can do this. Use my carbide right about middle. We're sped up. Let's tighten up the chuck one more time. When you're using wet wood, you got to continue to tighten up the chuck because it does shrink. All right, and I am standing out of the way. It will probably fly out at least once because I'm trying to be quick and aggressive, so we'll see what happens. All right. Let's check our diameter. It's not going too bad, but we are so far from the chuck. There's a lot of vibration. Whoa, we're way big. Okay, so I need to make that a lot smaller. So we need to be about there, another 1/8 inch on a side. Whew, I misjudged that. I will, it's gonna break, you think, Jeff? Pulley, Steve, can I see your pulley set up? If I have time, I'm just doing this over my lunch break. Oh, that's pretty close. A little bit smaller or bigger. I've just got to get the edge set up and then it's just hogging out. Let's try that. Pretty far out. What does that mean? Yeah, from the chuck. Yeah, definitely. Oh, we're so close. This is the tedious part. If you're making a box or anything that has to fit. All right, that fits. That's pretty good. From there, I think I can tape it. All right. This is actually going pretty good. I had some wood out there that's fruit wood. I think it's pear, and it would be maddening to clean out. Yeah, look at that. That's pretty tight. You open it up a little bit. Oh, nice. Nice. Okay. All right, we got a little bit of a nozzle. I'm going to go back to my drill. Slow back down. All right, Steve, thanks for stopping in. Check back later and see how we did. This might be a 2-dayer because this is a lot of work. All right, I'm going to drill a little bit more. It's like a jet engine, right? We're just funneling the airflow to get a higher pressure, and that's what gives us lift or air pressure, all that stuff. Clean out. We are a good part of the way through there. Up to here. I'd like to go further. Christoph is in. We got John Melamos, Steve dancing, Russell, Jeff. If you've got a wood turning channel, now's a good time to put it in the chat or just mention that you do. We can get everybody to follow. Let's see if we can go a little bit further. Let me see where we're at here. We're getting in there. All right, we're about here. About right here. I'd like to get into that, but we could do that from the other side. Let's see if I can go a little bit more. That's gonna do it. Off of there. This bag. Speed back up. Constantly changing speeds. James, starting to do some wood turning. That's awesome. I love wood turning. You'll be addicted to it. Just start. Don't wait. All right, now we are quite a bit of the way in. Clear up here, so right where it starts to break, I can finish that out from the outside. I think I'm good, cleaned out. We'll definitely find out. But what I want to do is, let me see if this will work. I'm going to thin this out a little bit. So put this back on. One thing about wood turning is you're using this big heavy stuff. You're constantly switching tools in and out. Now normally I wouldn't be working this fast. But like I said, this is my lunch break, and I have a limited time. I just want this to give some pressure. Because putting side pressure, it's not really holding it in like a pilot, but I don't have anything else to put in there. I need a tennis ball or something. I don't think I have any. I don't know where they are. All right, we'll try it. Just gonna thin this out a little bit. Pretty thick up in here, but I think we'll leave it. I really need to, just had an idea. Turn this around, turn this end just straight to the same diameter as this, and then just cut notches in it and then slide a sleeve over it. That may work. Or no, I cut notches in it and then my nozzle just has to go over it. Oh, that's even better. Okay. All right, let's turn this around. And that's the other thing I love about wood turning is problem solving. I love problem solving. All right, I'm just gonna turn this around and put this side on the chuck, but I'm gonna be careful because like any of these little small cracks will open up on the chuck. So it's just gonna be snug. And then I put my live center in the end and put pressure on it. And then we're gonna turn this to the inside diameter of this nozzle. And this, we're making one of these cyclones for this handheld leaf blower. Pretty strong, but being that this nozzle is so short, it just doesn't blow that many. And I want it for wood shavings for my shop, so we're gonna try to make that happen. You know what I should do first? Before I do that, I need to drill this all the way through. So, hair dryer. That would definitely blow some hair, I'll tell you. I would not want to be standing in front of that. But it's not hot. It wouldn't burn it, that's for sure. Get that wind-blown look, you know? All right, I gotta slow back down. House I moved into came with an old lathe about the same size as yours, just a tad older. Big tad. Yeah. This is a WEN, W-E-N. 12 inch, I'm gonna do 12-inch diameter. And then what I did is I have a second lathe that I turn the head on it so I can do outboard turning. So I can turn any diameter. This end is much harder than this end. Maybe it's wetter, I don't know. All right, I'm gonna have to go to the smaller. I am not cutting with this big bit. We're so close to being done and trying this. So it did work. Like it blew some shavings, and it actually blew leaves decent if I kind of bent down and put it on ground level. But the idea is you do it standing up, right? Ay. Don't want that. Do not want that. A little bit tighter. I don't want those cracks to open up. I'm gonna go real slow. Manuel is in. James Master of None is in. Using a lathe. Definitely should try using a lathe. Everybody should. Something about making square things round is very satisfying. And a 2-hour project. Like, when can you do a 2-hour project start to finish? You can make a really nice bowl in 2 hours. That's with all the sanding, polishing, cutting, everything. But yeah, I started in 2020, so I bought this lathe in 2020. My first lathe video is my first time using it. So if you go back, which I do not recommend, You can see my whole progression. Almost through. Gotta be. There, we're through. Woohoo! All right. I was afraid of that. Luckily, didn't stick. We're through. Now I just got to open it up a little bit. It's going to be tough to keep that from splitting out. I may need to wrap it with some duct tape. What am I doing? Oh yeah. I wouldn't do it like this. Well, tell you what, you are welcome to do a video. Show me how to do it. I actually encourage it. Like, it's not bad to see different ways to do things. Definitely. It's all right. It's all right. Even you can still have ideas. Oh, gotta bring it back. I think you just wanted me to say your channel name, probably. Tyler's in. Oh, so close. There. Done. You've been better? What's going on, Tyler? What's up? What is up? Okay. Take this back off. Hopefully I can finish this because I gotta get back to work. I'm gonna be late. But we're so close. So close. All right, I'm gonna go back to, there it is. Put that in, tighten it up, and I'm gonna finish turning this. Your dad yelled at you? Well, something warranted or not warranted? We'll pray for you, definitely. I'll add you to my list. Okay. Oh, that's so close. Okay, we're very close. Very close. Very, very close. Is it gonna stay? A little bit more. A little bit more. So close. Yeah, sometimes you got to make sacrifices. Stinks, but it's worth it. I only started doing this because my kids are older and out of the house. Man, what is... should go on there. One more time, and then it's gonna work. It's gonna work this time. I always do this, and then I go one too many, or a little bit too deep. Yeah. No, I think this will work. We could put some tape around it if we have to, but just went a little bit too deep. Okay, I'm going to cut on the bandsaw. Look at that. I think this is going to work. Remove some stuff off my bandsaw. Too much stuff not put away makes it hard. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut 4 flats in it. All right, if you think this is going to work, I'm not convinced yet. Put a 1 in the chat. If you think this is going to work, put a 1. If you don't think it's going to work, put a 2. And I need to find some duct tape. Well, I guess masking tape will have to do. Ooh, Gorilla Tape. One, don't think it's gonna work. I'm kind of with you. I have my reservations if this is gonna work or not. Or was one work or one not work? I can't remember. I'm on the fence. I'm gonna go 1.5. I don't know. It's blowing air there, definitely. Oh, now we're not fitting. How am I gonna do that? Let's do some strips. I don't want to block those holes. Oh, I'm out of tape, of course. So let's try. Man, I didn't think about that. Let's do this. Let's go around. Okay. That way, this is just for a test. I think I'll make another one if this works. Okay, so what's happening is this part is going to blow the air through here and blow through the center of the nozzle, and then other air is it's going to draw more air in. So more airflow should come out of here than what's being sent here. That was very underwhelming. Let me take this off. I think this could work. I think my geometry is not right. Well, it works best without any nozzle. But it's not directed. Let's try. Let's try with just the plastic nozzle. See, it doesn't blow very good with this plastic nozzle. Now, let's try with our neck down nozzle. Maybe this is the way to go. Seal it up. No, that's not working. So, best case, we wasted a little bit of time, but it was fun. Best case, it works best just like that with no nozzle. You can see it's blowing stuff from clear back here. So, all right, we're gonna keep working on this. I gotta go back to work. This project ate my lunch, so I'm gonna go back and drink an energy drink and make it through the rest of the day. Short week this week. Remember, guys, you have purpose, you have value, and you are loved. God bless. That's our engine nozzle. I'm going to keep working on this. I think this has promise. We're going to figure this out. The next one, I'm going to carve out for the little, for the clips, so it slides on all the way, and I'm going to put holes in the sides so it can pull air in and then through. Maybe drill at an angle. Turn this so it's a nozzle. We're gonna keep trying with this nozzle. I think we'll get it. All right, guys. I gotta go. God bless. Thanks for coming in.